Welcome back. In a previous video, I completed a bloom pour on my spinning table, and oh my gosh, I loved it. It's not the exact recipe as the Painted Dreamers, but you know, I just did my best with the paints I had and modified it, and I still love it. So I'm super excited. I want to try it again because I poured an extra thing of house paint and I don't want to open the container to dump it back in. So that's a good enough reason to paint, right? So I am going to go ahead and switch these views right now so I can show you the colors I am using and my recipe. And then you can go back to the other video and you can see how that one turned out. It turned out just beautiful, but it is drying right now. So let's switch views. Here we go. Here is my paint box. And I have figured out the spinning problem in my last video because it was hitting, and I couldn't understand why because I've used this size canvas. Well, I haven't used this box in a while, and all this black dark paint is actually from a while ago, and it has dried and pulled the sides in. So as just a little tip, either clean out your box as you go or go down in the corners and just score the paint so that way the box goes back to the shape it's supposed to be in. So here is my recipe. If I can get it straight for you to take a screenshot, and if you can't take a screenshot, don't worry about it. I will put this in the description box below, as well as links to the supplies I am using. For my cell activator, I have two of them. I have this 24 karat gold by Art, and I mixed it 1 part paint to 4 parts pouring medium, and then 5 drops of silicone. Traditional, the original bloom pour does not use silicone. It uses Australian Floetrol and titanium white paint. A heavy bodied paint that's a good solid brand name, and I don't have access to those, so that's why I'm making my own. This is another pouring medium. It is White Pearl Metallic by Art, and it is just beautiful. And then another color for my base, for my colors, for my petals in the bloom. This is the Green Flash by Folk Art. This is the Aqua Flash, if I get my finger out of the way. Aqua Flash. Color Shift paints. This is the purple. And there we go. That's the blue. The pillow paint I am using is a house paint, and I'll try to show it again. Last time I was not very successful. Actually, let me see if I can just switch views right now. Here we go. The Multi-Pro PPG house paint, and this purple band up here says white and pastel base Eggshell, and I got it off the shelf at Home Depot. And this is the smallest container I can find, which is why I poured it into the cup, and I don't want to open it again to dump it back in, so I have to paint more. Yay! Yay for us. Okay. I'm going to do the same as my last time. See if I can straighten out my box a little bit. Make sure I got a good spinning, which is much better spinning on this one. Got my house paint. I'm just going to start layering it on. And I'm doing the edges and corners first because that's what I like to do. So it's important, do you. You just want to make sure this canvas is covered with the house paint. And this is a pillow paint, and it's just nice thick paint. I'm going to take my spatula, go ahead and spread it out. You know, you don't want a thick layer. You just want it covered. And don't be afraid to spin the wheel. This cake turner is just one of the funnest things I've bought, and it is the most durable. It's lasted me years. I would like to get another cake turner I saw. It's a stainless steel one, and it seems just to spin a little smoother. But I'm not ready to upgrade yet. So I do have my eye on that, though, when I am ready to upgrade this box. And this bin, just got at Target several years ago in the household bin section. Okay, got my paint. You can see I still have a nice layer on here. I do use too much paint. I'm so sorry. That's just how I am. I've tried to reduce how much paint I've used, and you know, it just never works out. But that's okay. All right, wiping my spatula off. In the first one, I took my cell activator and put it on here and spread it. I am going to not do that. Here's my gold cell activator. I'm just going to keep using my little spatula, palette knife, and just put it on and spread. And what we're going for here is just a grungy background. That's all I really need. And you can see some cells are popping up, which is cool. And don't get too tied down to this step, because you're going to put your colors on top of it. You just want a background. And a lot of this, when you spin, will grow and change anyhow. So let's just get some color on here. Make it look. If you want to go different direction too, you can. Go ahead. You want to go up and down, diagonal. You know, experiment and play. It's art. And it's your art. Okay, I'm trying to keep my palette knife clean of the white, because I don't want the white in here. And I just want to smooth that out. I'm almost done with this step. Okay, I'm just going to turn it. Cleaning as we go. Yeah, this is so cool. I don't know. I'm loving this step. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our colors. I'm going to go in reverse order than I did the other one. I did this color last, the blue. I'm going to do it first. I'm just putting, this is my 3rd, 4, 5, 6. I'm just kind of eyeballing how much to put. 7. I didn't count last time, and I should have. 7 scoops. 7 popsicle stick scoops. This purple. Ugh. Just, I love all these colors. And they're just down the craft paint aisle. And this one is the aqua. And I forgot to count on these, so maybe when we go back and watch the video, we'll keep a better log. Because I'm definitely going to do more of these. And Wednesday nights, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard, Arizona time, I do a live stream with my art. It's Wednesday night art night. So feel free to join us. Click subscribe on my YouTube channel, click that bell icon, and then you will get notified when I go live. In my Fluid Art with Erica Facebook page, I do have an event announcement if it's easier for you to get notified that way. Just go over there and click the announcements. Okay, this is my cell activator. Looks like I put too much again. So instead of blowing it this time, because it's been a while since I've done these, and that was one of the things I remember. I had a hard time just getting the petals to shape out. So I'm going to try the world's smallest leaf blower. I'll put a link to this too. It's a crazy fun tool. So I'm going to try to blow some leaves out. I'm sorry, petals. I keep calling them leaves. It's going to get a little noisy, just a touch, so let's do it. I'm going to put my hand over here to help guide it. Now see, I actually got the base paint pulled up, so that's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. You don't want to go too far deep. See, there I'm skimming it. It's all right. This is our art, and it'll turn out how it's going to turn out. Just trying to get some more of that veining. Now that, since we got the base paint up, I'm going to put a little more of this pearl, white pearl. Look how awesome it's turning out so far. Holy cow. See, I'm just fidgeting with it. Okay, so now, get my handy dandy palette knife, and we're just going to start shaping. Just adding sprigs and following natural lines. And this is going to just help shape our petal. How fun this is. And here, look at that. Can see right here, I didn't, with my spatula, the base paint, spread it out even. It's puddled here a lot. So it'll be interesting to find out how this shapes out right here. And it's important when you're doing art, don't get too set on one step. You know, you're not finished. You got a long way to go. And sometimes it looks worse before it's done. I've had some pieces where I was just shaking my head like, what am I thinking? And then I had to just walk away. And then I came back the next day and I'm like, really, what was I thinking? I really love this. Why did I hate it so much? So it's just a lot based on how your day's going, your mood, you know, environment. Lots of things will shape how you see things. It's all about perspective. So I'm going to take a little bit here, see if I can just swirl. I love the swirls, but I love all this veining too. I just don't want to touch it. I will fidget with this though. And see, I'm going to start right here with this color and look at. I'm going to see if we can get that to shape out. And I could have been a little more careful and not drip the paint there, but that's okay. I like it. It gives it another layer. And this is so pretty. Just a little, see, just dot it to finish it off. Give it a little life. Take your time with this step, have fun. Little sprigs. Not everything has to be one shape. Just pull the color. Look how this background is going to accent it. And this is wispy. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going to happen with this thing. Let's try it. Let's try it. Ready? See, I'm not spinning it very hard at all. We're going to do it 3 times this direction, which is clockwise with me. And we're going to do 3 times counterclockwise. And this just helps the paint push and pull to either side. My last one, I didn't spin very hard. I actually had a hard time, and it went well. So don't think you have to spin this hard at all. Oh my gosh, look how pretty. I guess you could look if I stop spinning, right? Okay, these are just 10 by 10 canvases too. Look how pretty. What do you think? Isn't this fun? So don't be intimidated by the bloom technique. If you don't have all those supplies, just kind of start fidgeting. Use what you have. Make a cell activator. Use what you know. You know silicone makes cells, so why not? Go ahead and use it. You know hair serum makes cells, dish soap. So go ahead, use different textures, different thicknesses of paint. You know, just have fun with it. And look at that. Oh my goodness. Too much fun. So let me get a paper towel. We're going to let these dry. Don't let this dry on the spinner. Just from a little tip. I let one of my pieces dry on that spinner and I couldn't get it off. It literally glued to the spinner, and when I was trying to pry it off, the canvas actually stuck to the spinner. So don't do that. If you're going to leave it on here, make sure you prop it up on Dixie cups or something, but also make sure it's level. So I am going to transfer this to a table on Dixie cups because I know that'll be level. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to cross my fingers, hope it just stays like this. Looks beautiful, love it. And since this is not a live video, once it's a little more dry, I'll take some snapshots and tack it on after this. So I want to thank you so much for joining me in this video. Feel free to experiment. Go to the Paint Pour Academy community group on Facebook. Post your art. I would love to see it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.